Bonjour, je m'appelle Paul. I gotta say, year 9 French, that was the best 3 years of my life. And finally, I got to use some of those beautiful words. Now, I was inspired by Cadel Evans when he won the Tour de France, and I thought, I've got to come to Paris. And here we are, in the middle of town, and I'm just 1 hour from my final destination, which is Abbey Lakes, where apparently the fish are literally this big. Sharon, anyone home?
Hey!
Hey!
Paul!
Pleasure to finally meet you.
How are we doing?
I am so excited.
Good to see you, mate. Welcome aboard.
What is with the setup? Is there 28 people coming today?
No, it's only for you and for me. We've got a nice shelter.
Yes?
To stay out of the rain and the wind. And this is for me to sleep in.
I'm a gadget man. Come this way.
I know.
Tell me about this little thing here, because that looks like the ultimate boy's toy. How cool
that's
is this
what
thing?
it is. This is a bait boat. We carp anglers love to use a bait boat to get our baits on certain points that you can't cast to. Special little holes between the weed beds and stuff like that. Let me show you how it works.
Please, because I'm very excited.
You'll love this.
I thought we were land-based fishing, but that's a boat.
First, we're gonna put some bait in the boat. It's got a few extra bits and pieces in there. We put some boilies in. Then we close the hopper.
Yep. The hopper.
Put some pellets in there. Oh, missed a few, sorry. That's it.
Yep. So now she's fully manned, ready to go.
And this, my friend.
So how do we dump the burley?
Okay, watch this. When I pull that one down,
Yep.
the back hopper opens and drops the bait. Here we go.
No way.
And close again. Open and close. And 70 feet of water.
And how do you deliver the boilies in the bottom thing?
Watch the boat.
Yep.
You see the yellow things on the back?
Yes.
Flip, flip, flip.
You're blowing my mind. I haven't even caught a fish yet.
Nice.
Get in, man.
40. Okay, man.
Buzzing.
Okay.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Hey! Jeroen is the man. And I can already see a big golden carp on the surface. And I gotta say, this feels just insane. This rod is what I'd use on a beach fishing for salmon or maybe even gummy sharks. The reel is massive, it's a bait runner just like I use in Port Phillip Bay. And this thing's got some power, and he is just shaking his head from side to side, lunging about. Oh, look at that, I think it's a big mirror carp. I think I've never caught one of these fish. In saying that, I've never caught a carp in France before. And I wasn't about to unless I had some serious help, let me just tell you. I've caught plenty of common carp in Australia. The Murray River is absolutely full of them, but this looks like a species I have never ever angled. And you know what? If you'd have told me a few years ago I'd be excited about catching a carp, I would have laughed, but this is awesome. My heart is pumping, and that is a quality fish. Look at the power. In these waters and all through Europe, the carp is king. Now I'm just going to slowly walk backwards. Jeroen, if you could do the honours for me. Hey! Dankjewel! So, we bring the fish to this device. What is it?
That's an unhooking mat.
An unhooking mat. Now, do all carp anglers have unhooking mats?
Yeah. This is for protection for the fish.
Yep.
Keeps the fish nice and safe. It's padded, it's nice and soft, so if it starts flapping about, No harm done to the fish.
Even the people on the fast train waved out the
They-
window. They
yeah.
couldn't believe the size of my fish. Now, can I pick this fish up?
Yes, of course.
I'm even-
First we take it out of the
net?
net.
Yep, and how do we do that?
So if you can lift it, I will.
Like this?
No, the fish. If you
Oh,
lift,
okay, yep.
lift the fish, careful.
Oh, it's just
Mind
so
his
heavy.
fins. I'll take care of this. Here you go.
I've travelled so far for this moment, and Jerome, he is the man. I heard that he is the carp fishing legend. You have not let me down, my friend.
Excellent.
Aren't they pretty fish?
They're beautiful, isn't it?
Today's fishing and
And through the magic of television, I'm now wearing waders because we want to put this fish back in a really relaxed manner, don't we?
Here you go, Paul.
Thank you.
11.5 pounds.
I am one lucky man. I come this way. Now the big fish. Ooh, I think we're getting a bite behind us.
That's a fish on.
No, I think I've just won a free game on a pinball machine. Here we go. Look at this thing going. And look at that big barrel to swim away. There he goes. Oh, yep, we're on. So, is it a pick it up and hook?
Oh yeah.
Oh! Jerome! I love his work. How cool is this? And I'll tell you how good this bloke is. He comes here every weekend. In fact, I think he's come here every weekend for about the last 39 years. How many years in a row, Jerome? How many weekends?
For about 6 years now.
Every weekend.
Almost every weekend.
He's a crazy man.
I know.
And that shows that he knows what he's talking about, because he said to me, as we had rain this morning and we saw some other people catch some very, very big fish, he said this part of the lake tends to fire about 1 in the afternoon when you get some nice blue sky. And as soon as that blue sky broke through, straight away we had fish. And this is so exciting. Fancy letting go one massive fish you've never caught before. And Jerome was actually saying to me when the camera was off, he said, I can't believe how excited you still get. And as I said to you, my friend, when I stop getting excited, I'll give it away.
Yep.
Because how could you not be excited about possibly catching a fish you've never even seen before? Look at that rod tip bouncing around. The fish has probably seen us. There it is there.
That's a really tiny one, Paul.
Oh, that's all right. I like them. Big, small, we'll take them all. What have we got here? Oh, it's got a bit of go though. Oh, it's a common carp.
That's the one you kill normally.
Well, this is the one in Australia, a fish this big. We would treat it like an AFL football. No, we wouldn't treat it like an AFL football, but literally, this is the carp that we get in Australia. Now, I think it was 1969 they were first caught in South Australia in the Murray River system. They're basically like underwater rabbits. They are totally decimating our freshwater system. Not only do they take the bait and the food that our native species like Murray cod, silver perch, yellow belly, that they want to eat, they totally ruin the river system because they come through and they actually suck insects and larvae. They feed off roots, weeds, anything like that. And as they suck it up with their big blubber lips, they rip the roots out, they rip the reeds out, and then the whole system turns to mud because it's got no structure to hold it together. So in Australia, they are a shocking, horrible, disgusting fish. But in France, they are de piste resistance. Now, word travels very quickly at Abbey Lakes. And the word on the grapevine is someone just caught a carp over 60 pounds. Now, I don't even believe carp grow that big. I can see someone with a very big smile on their face come this way. Now that looks like a 60-pound smile.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
What is your name?
My name's Rick Hurley.
Rick Hurley?
Yeah, just landed a 61 pound 2-ounce mirror. Personal best mirror. Second 60 pounder in 28 years, and I've just broke my personal best in 28 years.
I'm a bit confused because I thought you caught a carp and you're telling me it's a mirror.
A mirror carp.
Ah, see? I'm from Australia. It's a bit different down that way. They're all just carp.
Yeah.
Now, I've travelled about 20,000 k's. Is there any chance we could get this beautiful fish of yours out of the water?
Of course, no problem at all.
So, what apparatus do we have here?
Well, what we've got here is this is a retainer.
Yep.
What we do is we keep this fish in here just for a small amount of time until we get the cameras ready. This is a lot better system. This is because this floats, so if the worst comes to worst and it comes attached,
Yep.
the sacks would just go and use the dead fish. You wouldn't be able to find it. Because these ones, you'd be able to see that floating anywhere around the lake. But obviously, you have to make really sure that it's. I mean, the only thing, like I say, sometimes you might have a rat bite through it or something like that. It's 1 in a million, but it could happen.
And this is obviously scale proof and
Yeah,
free?
yeah, this is all
Fish friendly?
yeah, it's all fish friendly. It's all like ripstop. So it's
And this is the bath when you're out camping?
yeah, this is to make sure we don't hurt her. Let's get her open.
Now when you say hurt her, do you think this is a female fish?
100% female.
Why is that?
Because of you can see the males.
Oh, look at that.
The males are not normally a lot thinner. This one you can see there. Come on, sweetheart, come on, sweetheart.
That is wrong.
A lot of strength left in her.
Yeah. And that also proves that the bag works, doesn't it? Because she's got her go back.
Nice bit of protection for her.
So we're just putting some water on the fish because the number one most important thing here and with any sort of fishing is to look after the catch. Now this fish, I've just been told, is called the unknown. It's the fish's name. Why has this fish got a name?
We like to give them names.
So this fish was caught a year ago and weighed 55 pounds by my good friend Jerome. You've now caught the same fish and it actually has a name. I've never been anywhere where the fish have names. That's incredible. Do you know what the biggest fish out here is?
It's called shoulders.
It's called shoulders.
It's called shoulders, and she's about 20 pound bigger than that one.
Well, I hope I bump into shoulders this weekend. Now, can we get this fish up and have a good look at it?
Of course. All right, I need to get underneath her first.
Look at that. And this is a mirror carp, you're right. I've got the front so it doesn't fall down. Wow. Oh, don't let it fall, don't let it fall. Look at that. Maybe jump down and slide up there. I don't want it to fall forward. Look at that fish. 61 pounds, 2 ounces, you're telling me. Is that right?
61 pound, 2 ounces.
And is the 2 ounces that important when she's 61 pounds?
Oh yeah. We might go into drams, but I don't think we will.
I never thought I'd say this. It's a good looking carp. Some bread, my friend.
Oh yes, thank you, sir.
How good is the bread in France?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It is so... I don't know how everyone in this country doesn't weigh 4,000 kilos because the cheese is amazing, the jam is amazing, the bread, oh my bread, it is so tasty. This is definitely living the high life, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm. Just sitting back in the shelter, minding our own business, telling fishing tales.
Here you go.
That is what we do. And let me just say, Jerome has some fishing tales. And this feels like a nice fish, my friend.
It looks like a good fish. You can see I've got a nice bend in the rod.
I've got to say, there's some serious weight here. I'm hoping I've hooked this fish in the lip, because if I have, I reckon it's got a fair bit of weight. 15 pound mainline, as we discussed earlier. And it's starting to get late in the afternoon, and better fish tend to bite late afternoon and early morning. And those clouds rolling over, I thought our day may well be done, but the boilies just kept going out. Look at that kick in the rod. And you always hope as an angler that that big fish might be just around the corner. And I'm hoping this is her. I just want to see this fish. Oof. Gee, they're powerful. Look at that boil and that big, powerful tail.
Here we go, sir. The boilies did it again.
Love your work.
Excellent.
Let's get this fish on board, so to speak. Well, this last fish I caught is my personal best mirror carp at Abbey Lakes, almost 15 pounds. But it looks like I'm gonna have to come back. There's bigger fish to fry. How big's that thing?
43 pounds, 10 ounce.
43 pounds, 10 ounce? How big's that, Lee?
41, bang on.
41 bang on, Abbey Lakes, get yourself some good carp. So Morton, I have to ask,
Yeah.
how long is that bridge we just drove over?
21 kilometers.
That is insane.
That's nice.
That is a whole lot of bridge.
It's not that old. 1995, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it joins two of the major islands here in Denmark?
Yeah. Zealand and Funen.
Yep. And Funen, that's where we are now?
That's where we are now.
And this is the capital of garfish, I'm told.
It is. But I must say, I heard you're world famous fisherman. Of course, I know I've seen all your movies. So if that good as they say, you can start to fish without a hook today.
No hooks?
No hooks. I probably will use a hook, but you won't.
This man is insane. Morten Jans, the Dane, reckons I can catch his fish with no hooks. I'm talented, but not that good.
Let's see.
We'll give it a try.
We give it a try.
Is the weather always this good, Morten?
It's perfect condition for garfish.
They like this, do they?
Yeah. It's very clear here.
And you were very specific about this spot. Now, even though we've got the highway, trains and a bridge,
Yeah.
you like this because why?
Because there's a lot of garfish.
That's a very good reason. Morten, this rod you give me is so long, by the time I've threaded all the guides, I'll be in Norway.
It's a good trick, isn't it?
I'll be on the other side of that bridge. Look at say I'm a bit concerned. That lure looks nothing like a yozuri, and that cotton looks nothing like an eagle claw. But he tells me I can still catch a fish. Yeah! First cast! How good is that? Morten, get your lure in! And I haven't even got a hook. Oh, what a fish. Look at the bend in this rod from a garfish. Wow, come here, my garfished friend. Oh. Look at that for a garfish. Now, where I come from, I would call this a long tom, but it is a cold water fish, and our long tom are a hot water fish. So I'm not sure of the exact species, but either way, I'm told they're very good eating. The Danes just love them. Anytime you catch a fish on the first cast and you're not using hooks, it's got to be a pretty cool thing. That is insane.
This area with the bridge in the Great Bill is like a funnel down to the Baltic, so they have to come through here. And that's why this is a very, very nice spot to catch the garfish. And they will come in massive amount of garfish. You can hardly walk dry-feeted to the next island. And you will be on the barbecue tonight, my friend.
Oh, yep. Oh, he dropped it. Okay. I can see the lure and I see the fish. He's on it again, so I'll just wind it slow. I can see the fish and he's got it again. I just saw him eat my lure. Oh, there's another one behind him too. There's another big one behind him. He's gone. And there's my fish, which should dance a bit because he's just bit it right there. And you feel the bite. And they let it go. And before we come here, oh, Morten said if you feel the bite, just drop the rod tip. So I dropped it. And straight away, he come back. And that's a big fish. And a beautiful fish on light gear. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you catch nice fish on light gear, and it's always a very enjoyable time. Oh, the perfect release. Imagine how good it'd be going if I actually had hooks. It's amazing with this light gear just how far you can cast. Today's gear of choice is a beautiful little Shimano Sustain 2500. I've travelled all the way to Europe and there's no way I was coming here without this reel. I just love it. It's the FG model, 4-pound fins braid, and I'm very lucky because my cameraman, Sytse, actually bought his Speedmaster Shimano rod for me. It's about 4.5 metres, maybe 5 metres long. It is so light and you can cast a lure a country mile. I'm just loving this gear. Here we go. Gotcha. Ooh, and just very, very gently does it. You've just got to give them the chance to start to twist and roll, actually roll around. They're actually called crocodile gars in some parts of the world, or alligator gars, and they start to twist and roll, and then when they roll, that cord, the silk, gets caught in their bill, so to speak. This is not a big fish, but still a very, very nice fish, and I'm told it is easy to catch a couple hundred of these in a couple of weeks' time when they're really on the go. There he is. Okay, I'll put this rod down because I want to show you something very interesting about these fish. If you look at the anatomy of this fish, it's actually quite unique, particularly the position of its pelvic, anal and dorsal fin. They're all located in the back 1/3 of the body. What that does, it gives the fish amazing flexibility. See, I can turn like this without any problems at all. That allows it to hunt very, very effectively and also to flee from predators. If you look at those teeth, they're very hard to see. It has teeth on the bottom and top bill, and they all point back towards the mouth, so they're all pointing in towards the mouth. So if it does happen to grab a little fish, there is no escape. Once it clamps down, those teeth are pointing back in towards the eye, and bango, the fish, it's lights out. Well, it's not very often that I'll actually put my fishing rod down for 5 minutes and just take the time to reflect. And just to be in Denmark, to be sitting on this rock wall with one of the biggest bridges I've ever seen. A guy called Morten, who yesterday I didn't know, and now we're best mates. That's what fishing is all about. Never ever lose sight of that, because fishing is about having fun.